John. And guys, this is who I'm here for. My friend Shaolin and Jay.
It's Free Talk Live. You can join the show. You can bring up whatever you want. The number for you is 603-283-6160. That's 603-283. Free Talk Live. What's your name?
Breaking the flaw.
What's up, dude? What's on your mind tonight?
He hit me.
He hit me. He hit me. He hit me.
Who hit you?
Hold up.
Bolduck. Who's that?
All right, let's see how the security does with my camera here at the court.
Yeah, take a look at this. Oh, why? It's just water. Yeah, we have a issue. Yeah. Water?
Humans need water. Water is life. All right, I'm gonna put my stuff through.
Stuff on the belt.
Yeah, I just have this right here.
Just have your apartments.
Yeah, everything.
Did you make out paperwork? I'm assuming you take pictures.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm going right now.
Yeah, but did you make out paperwork?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, very good then.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else in your pocket?
Oh, let me get this key.
Okay.
You're all set, thank you.
Thank you.
Whose food or drink is that? Is that?
That's water.
I know, but we don't allow the.
You just said it was okay.
You do too.
I witnessed him saying it.
She got a medical.
As in, you're human and water's life. Hello. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, I'm just notifying the court that I'm recording today.
Okay.
All set?
Maybe you can put something in writing. What are you recording?
All right, I'll all day. So I can just write on that piece of paper right there if you don't mind.
There's a specific form.
No, there isn't. Nope. Actually, just my verbal notification's enough. Hi, can I have a scrap piece of paper, please? Just a scrap piece of paper. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, there you go, guys. Excuse me. Guys, you see it right there, notifying the court that I'm recording. How's it going? How are you?
Living a dream.
I don't know what's taking them so long, but I just want to make sure that they got the notification, and then I'm all set.
Just the defendant.
Hi, I have my notification here. Oh, come on, people. They're going into court right now. Fuck. Excuse me, they have court right now, so I'm gonna go in, and you've been notified. I have it right here.
Somebody be right out with you, sir. Hold on.
Yeah, it's just that the court's starting, so.
No, it's not starting yet. Don't worry about it. Judge isn't on the bench.
Is he here yet?
He's not on the bench.
Oh, okay.
Hi there.
Hi, can I get a stamped copy of this, please? This is notifying the court that I'm recording. Well, this is enough.
All right. So here,
I've done this before on toilet paper. This is a little less.
all right, go ahead, fill that out.
There you go, right here. There it is. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, this is notification. No, this is notification. All right, I'll fill it out. Ready? Case number all day. Anonymous. Today is March 6th.
What did you need for?
On two.
Courtroom 2.
Courtroom
So the
two, yeah.
second floor, courtroom 2.
Audio and video. There you go, all set. Here's your form.
There you go.
All right, thanks. What court was it?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd like to get out, get what I kind of put it into, but I'm willing to negotiate. It's 24,000 plus storage. Okay.
Hey, how are you? Is it okay? It's okay. I'm gonna go up here. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys.
Sir, just observing.
What's that?
Just observing.
I don't answer questions. Thank you.
Take your hat off.
I'm all set. Thank you.
Good morning. Are you Charles Paul? I am. So, ma'am, we're here for an arraignment. The arraignment is to do three basic things, as you may have heard me talk about earlier. One is to advise you of the charge against you. The second is to talk about some important constitutional rights you have. And the third is to address any issues of bail, though state, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like this must have been a citation arrest, because I don't have bail. I will check. So, the charge against you today alleges endangering the welfare of a child. It alleges that on March 18th, 2022, at about 3:35 p.m. in Merrimack County, you committed the offense of endangering the welfare of a child, and that you knowingly endangered the welfare of a child under the age of 18 by purposely violating a duty of care, protection, or support that you owed to such child, and that you left your daughter in a vehicle unattended while shopping in Compton. That charge is a Class A misdemeanor. It's the maximum sentence, not what you're going to get necessarily, but the maximum allowed by law is up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. Do you have any questions about that charge? Are you requesting that the court appoint you counsel today? Okay. All right. Do you want to enter a plea of not guilty to that offense?
I cannot believe, I don't understand the nature and the cause of the charge.
Okay. Well, I will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
I do object to that, Your Honor.
Okay.
That on the record,
All right. Understanding that under our court rules, if a person refuses to plead, the court should enter a plea of not guilty on their behalf. That's what the rule says. So I'll enter that plea. That'll preserve your constitutional rights.
I have some questions that need to be answered regarding.
So today is just the arraignment. So only the three things that I talked about, right? Advise you of the charge, make a plea. Second is to discuss your constitutional rights. I'm going to do that right now. The third is to address any issues of release. Anything else that, if you have requests that for the court, they need to be filed in writing, they need to be copied to the state and sent to the court in writing as well.
Okay, now, the court has the full jurisdiction before moving forward or doing anything with me, and I haven't presented that.
So the court, you haven't filed any motions with the court. There's nothing in the file, so it needs to be filed to the court.
And it's filed on Friday.
Okay. Well, they have 10 the arraignment. Two important constitutional rights. One is your right to remain silent, not to have anything, not to be forced to say anything that could be used against you. So that means no one can compel you to testify against yourself, and no one can force you to give evidence against yourself, and no one will hold your silence against you. But it also means that if you give up that right, meaning you talk about what was going on that led up to this arrest, then that evidence could be used against you. So have to keep that in mind. That's okay.
For the record, I was never cited or arrested.
Okay. So the second important constitutional right is the right to have an attorney represent you. You can hire an attorney to represent you. You could have one appointed for you if you could not afford one. You told me a moment earlier you're not applying for counsel. So if you'd like to represent yourself, you have that right. If you'd like to hire a lawyer, you have that right. I would just ask you if you're going to hire a lawyer, try and get that person hired before the next scheduled hearing. Okay? Third issue is any conditions of release. It doesn't. I don't have any bail conditions. Was this a direct file? State.
I believe it went to one judge, and she may have been released on this.
Okay. So, if you will.
She was, Judge. You have a long form copy, and I'm sure that was a file.
If you could go ahead and file that, because that just contains the conditions of arraignment behavior. I don't need it now. If you want to just file it. So, because there was a summons.
Which I never received.
Okay, well, and again, all those issues, if you want to address them, put them in writing. File them with the court, send a copy to the prosecutor. They have 10 days to respond, and then once I've heard from both parties in writing, I'll decide whether there needs to be a hearing or whether the case whether that issue can be decided in writing. Okay? So aside from being of good behavior and appearing in court for your next court date, those are the conditions of your release. If you do have things that you want to file today, you can go downstairs and file them with the clerk's office. We have another date for.
You know, I'm having trouble with the new case management system to start again. I'm having trouble with printing some forms. It could be, June 1st at 8:15 for trial date. We'll send you a hearing notice.
June 1st, is that, what time is that? 8:15. Okay, I'm just gonna write it down. If you're like me, you need it all in writing, so. Oh, you wrote it down, okay. All right, that'll conclude the hearing for today.
That's anarchy right there.
Okay, we're gonna take a brief recess, and then I have a hearing one other hearing in a different case, but I'll be back. You all right, please?
Oh, sit back down. I don't honor the judge or any of these people. Oh, I can stand now. When he tells you to sit, stand. When he tells you to stand, sit.
You get concierge service.
That's how I do it. When they tell you to plead, don't. When they tell you to plead, don't. When they tell you to sit, stand. When they tell you to stand, sit. When they tell you to take your hat off, you wear it. They don't control me.
We just did the arraignment stuff, and they ended up, scheduling it for another date, but and they weren't going to hear the motion to dismiss because the prosecution has 10 days to respond to it, and it was filed on Friday. Okay. So which is fine. So now we're just gonna probably schedule a motion to dismiss hearing with him, I would imagine, and then bring up, and then probably also start the motions and bring a claim against the prosecutor's office and bring in malicious prosecution charges against them for not dismissing it. What they come out here and did was offered a $500 fine and, the 6 months of whatever and classes and all that stuff there. So, that's usually how arraignments go. You don't get into much except for the actual arraignment. So, June 1st will be another day to stack the courtroom. June 1st, 8:15. Yeah.
First.
June 1st, yeah. They said June 1st.
Did they present any damages or victims in this case?
No, and we have a pretty detailed motion to dismiss, but we didn't get it in 10 days before the date. Yeah, June 1st, 8:15 a.m. So, but yeah, just what I told the prostituter when he came out here. Well, you gotta,
Yeah.
there's no victim, there's no injured party.
I asked him if he had any personal conflictions with it, and he's like, no comment.
Right.
Because they don't have a soul, they don't have a conscience.
It's pretty clear he doesn't have a soul.
Yeah.
So, it's like the evil of the system has sort of consumed him. It was probably been around for a while, absorbing all the toxic energy. Poor guy. But hopefully we can liberate all these people of their jobs someday. That would be good. That would be a good goal.
They're getting really sloppy, it seems, but
Right.
yeah.
Well, and even like the super sloppy thing is with the DCYF social workers just lying in affidavits to get a contempt charge against Shallon and I, and then to get and the actual chief of police in Henniker rebutted their affidavits and got the contempt charge vacated because the social workers said right in their affidavits, Henniker police told us, one of the examples, Henniker police said that the Noons are, anti-government, dangerous, and live on a compound with lookouts.
It's so ridiculous.
And I got the emails back and forth from social workers at DCYF and attorneys actually at DCYF. And the chief of police says, I interviewed all my officers you talked to, none of them ever used the term anti-government, dangerous, lives on a compound with lookouts. And then there was a second affidavit that when they did their file for a contempt motion against me, that I let my daughter run out in the parking lot of a restaurant while we were there with the chief of police talking to him. And
oh, come on.
And the chief of police had to rebut that also, and he said no, the father was right behind the kid each time the kid walked out the door, and and it's like the restaurant would literally it's a good distance between the parking lot and the door. So, but anyways, so that all got vacated. These people they're cult members is what they are.
Yeah, it's a cult.
And they're they need to be dealt with, and we're going to deal with them. And you just got to deal with them with paperwork. So.
All right. Need to do anything else here today?
I don't think so.
Are you gonna go down motion, or it's all set?
Filed it
I see.
So yeah, we're gonna regroup and file an objection in a couple of days to, the judge entering a plea of not guilty. But it's noted on the record she doesn't agree with that and doesn't understand the charges. So.
All right.
We'll go on from there and keep everybody up to date. Thank you.
I was just wondering if you think that's a pedo swirl.
Yes. And maybe
It might
see
be.
Between now and then, that's something. We're
It's a
gonna
fountain
do our
pen?
annual pig roast.
It's a
I
quill?
believe the last Sunday of
Like a
April
porcupine?
at our place. Okay. So.
Like don't.
The accusations sound very similar to the political accusations that I heard hurled while I was running for state rep. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
don't they?
Right, so
Very much
that's a
so.
really good point, James, if
Yeah.
you want to elaborate on that while these guys are recording real quick. So James Parker here, who actually lives on my property, and he's lived there longer than I have, actually. Probably 15 years now, James? Something like that?
Since 2013,
Okay,
so
well, 10 years.
10 years anyway.
So anyways, James ran for state rep, and he went to a debate, and maybe explain to them what the accusations were at the debate you went to.
So there was one Democrat running for office who kept repeating the same litany of words whenever we would sit down at a public forum, which happened twice. Let's see, extremist. She just rattled off the words because of my presence, apparently. So not really directed at me, but it was directed at me.
Trying to get Shallon out of the picture.
Drift. So let's see, extremist, QAnon, election denier, compound, Oh yeah, she were sitting next to each other, and she asked me, "Do you live on you live on that compound?"
My God.
Yes.
We seem to have a lot of dwellings that are compounds in New
Yes.
Hampshire amongst our community, and I have yet to see this compound or any of them that they're talking about, even though I've been to every single one of the dwellings I've heard.
And then again, we hear it again: extremist, QAnon, election denier. The same words just came out of her mouth 2 or 3 times at 2 different meetings.
Yep. So anyways, my wife's definitely more stressed out about this than I am because
Sure.
I've had years of practice, just fighting every ticket and dealing with these guys and and I understand their system and I understand better how to prove that their system is one that is dysfunctional and not about protecting life, liberty, and property of people. And actually, one of the things here, we're going to put in a motion for interrogatory questions for these guys to answer. And who's the injured party? Produce the instrument that bears challenge signature that I have an agreement with the state. Use a list of 14 of them, but one of them is to produce all financial instruments and related to the docket number that have been deposited in the court registry investment system, which is they call it CRIS is the acronym. But the court registry investment system is basically each time there's a document drafted up, they trade these they create bonds, financial instruments, and they trade them on actually some European stock exchange that's like pretty exclusive for members of the bar association, from what I can understand. And so we'll see. And essentially, they have no probable cause because there has to be an injured party, there has to be a victim, or a contract, or use of intellectual property.
Damages.
But
Nothing.
even like intellectual property they enforce, and I believe what gives most of the courts traction is that everybody is presumably operating under intellectual property, and the way you break that presumption is ask them to prove if you're operating under intellectual property or copyright that the state is charged to enforce. Part of the mission statement of the American Bar Association is to enforce copyright and to protect the intellectual property rights of others. So, best I can tell, these courts are all intellectual property law. As you guys all know, they don't care about the Constitution.
No.
But the Constitution doesn't matter if you're in an intellectual property contract. And the thing is, most of these contracts are very unknowingly, because when we get a driver's license, for example, you give irrevocable power of attorney to the director of Health and Human Services or
Right.
director of motor vehicles or whatever. And that's another one. Produce, the power of attorney document that produce a document you're lying that you were given power of attorney, essentially, by Shallon Spalding. So, in asking them a whole bunch of questions, and they refuse to answer them. And then another part of this is going to be the affidavit of negative averment, which will be filed in the court this week, which I don't have with me today, but that's pretty simple stuff also.
Can you send me a copy of the motion to dismiss?
Yep. I'll actually give you a copy. I brought a few.
If you have it on electronic form,
I do have it on electronic,
just
yep.
email it to me if
Yep.
you don't mind.
Yeah.
Are they allowing you, did you get the permission from downstairs to film in the,
I don't have to answer your question, sir.
oh? That's right, then turn your camera off, please, if you don't. If you haven't been given permission from downstairs.
I'm not answering your questions.
What do you guys have to hide?
Okay, well, first of all, we have a juvenile case in your,
Which one is it?
it doesn't matter.
I'll go check it out.
I can't tell you that.
No, nothing's going on in here. No, nothing happening in here. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
No, you can go ask.
No, you're official court officer. I'd like to have your name and badge number, please. And don't walk into me. Don't walk into me.
You can ask my boss.
No. You are supposed to, by law, you're supposed to give your name and badge number.
Isn't it Constitutional Amendment number 8?
And don't walk into me again.
I didn't walk into you, sir.
Okay.
Oh.
Great.
I witnessed it.
I got witnesses. What are you going to do now?
Okay, you have witnesses. We can stand right here.
Which one has the juvenile court? Is this
None of your
one?
business.
Actually, sir, you work for us. You need to give me your name and badge number. I'm filing a complaint against you right now.
Okay, sir.
Do you have a supervisor? I want to hear him now.
He's down there. You can go get him yourself.
Who?
His name is Peter Hamilton.
So you're willing to give up other colleagues but not your own?
I am told you can go see my boss. And here he comes.
I'm going to relieve you of duty. Hi, are you his supervisor? Oh, down there. Hi, are you his supervisor?
No, you don't get to go in that courtroom.
What's that again?
You don't get to go in that courtroom.
I don't?
Nope.
Why?
Is this a restricted one?
Yes.
That's why.
Who says?
I just told you.
No. You just
need to
asked.
leave.
No.
You're done here. You
No.
need to
You
leave.
asked them, and I want to know who is saying it's restricted.
The clerk.
Who's the clerk?
The public is not allowed in these hearings.
Who says?
The law says.
Can you show me the law?
I don't have the time. You can go
So
look it
you're
up.
not going to show me the law, but you're going to enforce a law that you're telling me that you don't know, and I like to see it on paper because. No. He's the authority here apparently, but he's not. He doesn't give his name and badge number, which I asked. So you're a supervisor?
Yes.
Name and badge number, please. By law, you have to. No, he has to verbally say, I can't read.
164.
In his name.
Eric.
Eric.
Dennis.
Eric Dennis? Is that correct, sir? Can you confirm that?
I don't have to answer your questions either.
You do. You work for us. Sir, do not step in my way. Hey, you're getting way too close to my personal space.
You need to move away
No,
from
I don't.
here.
No, I don't.
Then we'll call the police and have you escorted
Well,
out.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm asking you to leave this area.
Well, if you're asking me, I'm refusing.
Okay, I'll call the police.
He asked me. He didn't tell me.
Leave.
Why? For what?
Go on, leave.
But why?
Because this is all confidential.
No, it's
Leave the
not. This is a
courthouse.
public area.
I'm asking you to leave the courthouse.
You
I'm
can
telling
ask-
you to leave the courthouse.
You're telling me?
Yes.
Under what? Under threat of what?
Arrest.
For what?
Trespassing.
Trespassing.
I'm
I have.
asking you to leave.
I have the right to be. It's a public
I'm
place.
telling you to leave.
You're wrong, sir.
I'm wrong, but leave.
You're wrong.
Okay, good.
You're wrong.
Leave.
No, I don't have to leave. Sir, I don't have to leave. I have the permission to be here. It's public.
Okay.
It's public.
You go with them. I'm going with them.
You don't have the right to do that. Sir, you're tyrannical. You're tyrannical. I'm going to get you fired. I'm filing a complaint against both of you.
Yeah, okay.
I have the right to be in any court.
We have the paperwork.
I have the right. I have the right.
See ya.
You need to chill down, take an Ambien or something, because you're not acting right. You're not acting right. I'm being very polite. You're being aggressive. Both of you try to physically intimidate me. I'm filing complaints against both of you.
So was there the that's really
Here, let me take it. You want me to carry some of this stuff?
You see that, guys? That's just shitty. Shitty people. Hi, I'd like to file a complaint. Oh, no, that's who I'm filing a complaint against. The supervisor, yep, he just threatened me, and I want to file a complaint against him. Oh, she? So whoever's in charge here, please. Hi. The two court officers, one that's not wearing like a suit, he's wearing just white. And they both physically intimidated me for filming, and I have the right to film in every court. I gave you guys notification, and I like to proceed to go and film in that court. I wasn't being disorderly. I'm being kind. I'm being courteous. I have my camera. That's all.
Okay, they'll just a minute. You didn't just come up from upstairs.
I did. So calm down.
Yeah.
This will be my first juvenile court recording. Because I'm going to get this.
You guys are all together?
No, we're individuals.
But does anyone need to be helped? Is what
Yeah,
I'm
right
getting
here. Would like a case number?
Yep, they're working on, I think somebody was working with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Calm down.
So you're gonna try to get into a juvenile case?
Is it not allowed?
What's that?
I don't know, I've never heard of that.
I mean, I applied for all courts and they didn't deny it.
Well, I don't know if that case, I'm not sure.
I've never heard about
Yeah,
that.
I
I hope you
I've never heard of restrictions either.
And I just don't wanna keep.
Generally,
you
juvenile
asking if I can help you.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to provide the law.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. I've never actually seen one.
We have filmed juvenile cases though, or at least with juvenile.
Only with permission.
That might be true.
From the
I don't know if they
defender.
ever objected, though.
Who would have objected?
Prosecutor or the
Well,
or
we can't, if the victim.
I mean, the fact,
who was-
people,
if
the minor being
defendant,
filmed, I guess.
they could.
they gave us permission.
They didn't give,
Mikey.
did he
gave
give
us
explicit permission?
Yes, he wanted us.
I mean, he did to us directly, but not to the court, like, they wouldn't have known.
I don't remember.
I should ask them for the law.
Yeah. Probably doesn't end up being a court rule, but there may be a law.
But the physical intimidation was like ridiculous. Like
Oh yeah, that guy's crazy.
Well, there wasn't anything court happening in that courtroom, was there?
Not that we can
there was
see
no
when we
no one
stepped
in there.
Somebody in there.
Chamber.
Yeah. Apparently the court clerk was just hanging out in the hallway, which I wasn't allowed to be any either, which is not true. These guys are just terrible.
Tommy, I'll take those flyers.
I'm not gonna. I'm all set with breakfast. So yeah. So I mean, unless you guys want to witness.
No idea.
Well, that goon could come down any moment. So
Yeah, we should,
All
I don't
right,
wanna leave.
I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna bounce. She's not helping anyways. All right, I'm all set. You guys, you might want to rethink security officers, the court officers. They're physically intimidating.
Yeah, I do think the people at Tucker's is like.
Is there a minimum around there? Is there a bathroom around?
Thanks, sir, thanks.
We're gonna go to Tucker's. You don't wanna come to Tucker's with us?
I'll go with you. I don't need to eat though, probably.
I made a reservation
Okay.
for you, so there's a seat for you. Coffee.
All right. Thank
You
you.
ever been there?
Yeah.
You just go.
I mean, I think it's refreshing.
Case versus Robert Taylor.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Robert Taylor. Yes, I am.
So,